So, as someone who has been involved in history in a way, this has been a very historic week with a number of important victories for the LGBT community. Just yesterday in the Senate, George, of course, that magnificent 64 vote victory on the Employment Non-Discrimination Act. What are your thoughts about that and about the other things that have happened this week and perhaps even over the last few months with marriage equality and other related LGBT issues?
Well, I, as a gay man who spent a good part of my adult life closeted, I understand and deeply appreciate the significance of the Employment Non-Discrimination Act. The acronym is ENDA, quite meaningful acronym, because the ability to make a livelihood, to work, and to build a career is one of the core values of our American dream. And I was involved in all those other social justice issues, but silent on the one issue that was organic to me, an immutable part of me, the fact that I'm gay. I was silent on it for the majority of my adult life because I wanted to be an actor, and social forces would not have made it possible for me to pursue a career as an actor. So I was silent on when Stonewall happened, when the AIDS plague struck. We donated money. We marched in the guise of allies, but I was silent as a gay man. And so I was silent because I wanted to work. And the price for that is this constant, ever-present fear of being exposed and having your career destroyed. And the irony of that is I chose to make my career in the most publicly exposed business I could choose to go into. And that was a torturous experience. And it wasn't until the climate started to change. In California, there was an unprecedented event. Both houses of our legislature, the Senate and the Assembly, passed the marriage equality bill. And all that was required for it to become the law of the state of California was the signature of our governor, who also happened to be an actor. When he ran for governor, he said, "I'm from Hollywood. I've worked with gays and lesbians. Some of my best friends are," the whole cliche thing. And I thought he would sign the bill. But he was a Republican, and he played to that Republican conservative base and vetoed that, which made my blood boil. And Brad and I, my husband, discussed that. And we decided I have to speak out on it. And to speak out on it, my voice had to be authentic. And so I spoke for the first time to the press as a gay man. And ever since then, I've been very active in the equality movement for the LGBT community.
George, what is your message to people who are listening and watching this video podcast right now, who perhaps are in the closet and haven't come out, are experiencing the kind of fears of reprisal, if you like, that you experienced all those years? What is your message to them?
It's not so much reprisal. I think it's, in my case, it was fear of the destruction of my life. I'm an actor. I wanted to continue acting. And in order to do that, to have a viable career, I had to be silent. But our society today is changing and it has changed dramatically because of organizations like the task force, which has been contributing to this dynamic change that's happening in our society. We have marriage equality now in 1/3 of the country. And just the beginning of this week, New Jersey joined that group. And on Wednesday, Illinois joined that group. So it's growing step by step. But I use the example of when I pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to one nation under God, indivisible, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. But we have divided the nation in terms of marriage equality. 1/3 with equality, 2/3 with people who want equality, to be equal and to be secure with the one that they love, are denied that. And so we have our work set out for us. We have a lot to do yet. And so our work isn't finished yet. We've got so much more to do. You know, when we hear of a young kid in school being bullied and feeling isolated and worthless because of that bullying, we have work to do. When we hear of kids, when they come out to their parents, that are kicked out of their families, we have work to do. We've got a lot of work to do to change our society so that this kind of tragedy won't happen. And we are getting closer to it. Society is changing. People's minds are opening up. And I look forward to the time when this won't be an issue at all.